My name is Anton Huber. I'm the CEO of Handshake, an IT consultant company specialized on the pharma industry, GXP and data integrity related environment. Today I want to introduce Smart Logbook, which is our own developed logbook solution, being fully GXP and data integrity compliant. And the advantage of a digital logbook solution is obviously the avoidance of any kind of handwriting issue so that you could not read an entry. Also that the chronology of the entries may be missed. Entries may be dated incorrectly. There may be difficulties to come back and review the logbooks without removing it from the place it originally belongs to, as everybody knows how it's used in the practical world. Somebody collects the logbooks, puts it to his table, works through them one by one, and the logbook is not available at the place where it is originally required or designed for. So the entries there cannot be performed during the time of the review. All these issues can be avoided with the electronic logbook solution. So this solution is web-based, based on an internet information server and a database, which can be hosted locally or in a cloud-based environment. That's completely up to the organization wants to implement it. And after the login, you can define exactly who is responsible for the logbook, what is the department associated with it, what's the cost center, what's the review periods. All these kind of stuff can be handled with the internal calendar as well, so that the person gets a reminder, there is a logbook requires review. It's the review period. Please do the review, and even the review can be documented in the electronic logbook as well. In addition to this, the logbooks can be imported from a list. So if you decide to change your system in your company to an electronic solution, you can provide a list of all logbooks which should be put into electronic version, together with the information which Active Directory groups should be responsible for the users to access the logbook, do entries there, review, approve, and finally do the logbook approval process or review process according to the SOPs in your organization. The logbook entries are individual designed, so you can design workflow. The workflow can be simple. Okay, it's just an entry as you know it from a regular notebook. It can be advanced, which means that there is something which triggers an action by another organization or another person. And the logbook entry, the activity of that person, and the proof that the activity was performed can be kept together in a kind of chain inside the same record in the logbook in the system. The advanced workflow would also include quality approval for it, so that you don't only document that something happened, it was corrected, but this was the person who proved or tested that it was corrected. And this is the quality organization which permits the device or the infrastructure, whatever, to be GXP active again and can be used for regular operation. Obviously, all of these activities are digitally signed. The authority it's signed against is the Active Directory of the organization. And so it can be kept immediately who did which signature and keep this information even in case of an audit, so that it is available immediately and on top of your finger if you need it and the auditor asks for. Each of the logbooks can be translated into several languages. Actually, here it is the definition of one of the logbooks, and we see that All the languages can be filled in if required, not necessarily, it's an option. But the languages which are available for the system, you see them on the right top of the screen. You can always switch the language. Just click on one of the languages, the system will log you out. You are required to re-log in. And with the re-login, you have the whole user interface and all the logbooks have the explanation in this language correctly in your language displayed on the screen. If no localization for the logbook is available, the English default explanation is displayed so that you would see at least some information on the screen. It would not be a GXP and data integrity compliant system if it would not have an audit trail. The audit trail obviously monitors all the activities which are performed by the administrators of the logbook, who changed what setting, what kind of association in the logbook is monitored in the audit trail, so that even this information is available in case of an audit on top of your finger. If you're interested, I'm very happy to provide more information. Please do not hesitate to contact us and go for a personal conversation or an online meeting to get more details about the system. Thank you very much for your interest and have a great day. Thank you.